Keep that away from your head,
and throw it back, right?
You're just going straight over backwards. Really jump out, okay? Here we go! 3, 2, 1, bungee!
CamNet, the Camcorder Network.
Either we go there or we're going here. But we got our right. Damn Bolsheviks out! But no little demonstration for these guys. No, this is okay. We want to get in.
Just relax a second.
They can go that side.
We're gonna get your. Just keep them. Do me a favor. Just stand out here for until I get a cross over here.
Palestinians are against Zionism and they're against anti-Semitism.
What?
You're bullshit. You're the cops.
Semites! They're Khazars from southern Russia!
Appreciate it.
Khazars!
Just keep this down until I got the captain coming over. Get a spot for you guys. I don't want an argument, right? It's gonna get violent. We'll just keep it. All right, but I'm asking, cooler heads prevail. Just relax, all right? All right. That's your corner. All right. That's your corner over there. See something going on over here, get somebody's attention before you run over there, right? So we know what's going on.
How do you stay so calm under circumstances?
Well, I need you to get inside the barriers or keep moving, all right?
Okay. You don't answer questions?
No, that is my demeanor. I am a calm person.
Do you get a lot of training to do this
Yes,
kind?
years and years of experience and training. That's what it is.
And you enjoy this work?
No.
What would you rather be doing today?
Working on a farm in Wyoming. All right?
Bankers rule! Bankers rule!
CamNet, the Camcorder Network.
I am the nude handyman for women only.
And how did this happen? How did you get this job? I mean, how did you start doing this?
Well, that's hard to say. Just an idea that just came to my head because one day it was so hot in my house, I just took off all my clothes and vacuumed and dusted, and I was pretty comfortable. And I said, hey, why not make some money doing this and enjoy myself? Hello, this is Beth.
Yeah.
I'm John, your nude handyman.
Nice to meet you.
Called for service.
Yes, and this is my roommate Helga.
Helga.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
One of two things. One is I think that it's like pretty unhealthy to have this caulking be so old and like this.
There's all the caulking I have. I don't know how much is in there, but I don't think it's not much.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it is very unhealthy.
I don't think we have any. The other thing is I can't unscrew this no matter what I do. I tried a plier, a wrench. I know, doesn't that sound like the typical female thing? It's
Let me see here if I can get it for you.
if you want like one of those things that you put over it.
This is fine. There you go.
Oh my God, you did it.
Naturally, there's a little washer in there. You want to keep that so it doesn't
definitely.
leak.
Yeah, I'll be putting it back on more loosely later.
You just wanted to clean it out?
Yeah.
I can do that for you. You want me to remove this old caulking?
Yeah, isn't this great, Helga?
Dude, great work.
All right, get it. A little Tilex in there too. This is pretty good for now.
CamNet, the Camcorder Network.
I'll just listen in.
Oh, go ahead. We're talking about our friend in Washington who makes custom-made dildos. Yes, she's designing Art Nouveau dildos now.
Oh, in different shapes? Or
Well, she decided that she looked at the dildos and that they were really, really ugly, and the colors and the style of them were awful, and she thought since she herself is a prop maker, why not create something beautiful? So she's creating these Art Nouveau, but almost futuristic designs out of beautiful colors, and she's using a lot of different colored plastics, so she's getting really beautiful, clear stuff. So if you've seen dildos, if you've seen like collections of dildos, most of them are like ugly pink flesh shit that you think, I wouldn't want to stick that thing inside me. They're cold, they're ugly, you get lumps and bumps, they're like inviting and elegant. And just look at how sexuality when women take on. That's right. When women can design their own dicks, they're happy.
Well, I've read the classifieds and hung out in the bars, tried computer dating and consulted the stars, subscribed to all the well-known periodicals of love, even got down on my knees and prayed to heaven above. Then I found you, my plastic inflatable companion, plastic inflatable companion, plastic inflatable companion. She's only one for me. You might think she's hard to love and that I don't really care, but it really rips me up when she begins to lose air. That's when I put my lips on her little air spout. I blow her up tight, that's what it's all about. Yes, it is. Gee whiz, I love my plastic inflatable companion, plastic inflatable companion, plastic inflatable companion. She's only one for me. Well, she might be unreal, but my love for her ain't. Last night I loved her so much that I started to faint. So today I went shopping and I bought her a ring. You know I do believe this is a genuine thing. Yes, I do. Me and you, I love my plastic inflatable companion. Plastic inflatable companion. Plastic inflatable companion. She's only one for me.
Why, hello, baby. You look mighty fine. What do you say we stay home tonight? Plastic inflatable companion. Plastic inflatable companion. Plastic inflatable companion. Plastic inflatable companion.
Exclusive Dyna Care program, and is a car designed not only
You like these Mitsubishi cars?
No,
I don't know about Mitsubishi. I don't know about their corporate practices.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I hear they do bad things.
Yeah, very bad things to the rainforest.
Yeah, I heard that. Like what, for instance, you know?
Well, my understanding is that they're doing clear cutting 24 hours a day with lights spread out there in the jungle so that they can continue to cut down as much of that rainforest as they can. Just leave it barren and swept out. And
also, one of the problems is that, I mean, as far as their corporation goes, they're one of the largest destroyers of the rainforest in the world, and it's not even just a matter of trees and animals, you know, it's a matter of indigenous people and their homelands and their cultures, and, you know, we're going to wipe out these people off the face of the earth, and it's just tragic.
not to mention their indifference to the issue. They seem to, when it's brought up to them, they sort of seem to have a relative corporate shrug to the idea. But yeah, natural resources must be lost, and they don't seem to differ on the scale or the amount.
It's inevitable.
That seems to be the impression they're giving us.
But that's ridiculous. I mean, we are destroying ourselves And if we don't do something about it, I mean, it's time for each one of us to take direct action and do something about it.
So is that what you're doing today?
I am absolutely doing
Where
that.
are your arms? What's going on?
My arms are handcuffed together, and they're then in a lockbox, and I am here for as long as it takes.
Wow, so you're actually locked yourself to the steering wheel of a Mitsubishi car.
Exactly.
At the Los Angeles Auto Show.
Yep. That's what I did, and it was easy, too.
I guess you're serious.
And we've been here about half an hour, and you're the only person who's come up to talk to us yet about it.
So it's a friendly company.
It is a very friendly company. Now, they don't seem to mind. If you want to come in, test drive, and lock yourself to any one of their vehicles, I advocate that people around the country go ahead and try this, since it seems to be so easy here.
So what do you think? Come here to look at a car and you get a bonus.
Yeah, it's kind of entertaining.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about the issue?
I'm not real concerned about it.
No? You think this little kid here will still be able to see a rainforest?
I think so. One car dealer is not going to make a difference to the whole world.
Yeah? Well, there's the number one destroyer.
Well, I think these people are ridiculous for coming here and ruining everybody else's good time.
Yeah. What about Mitsubishi ruining everyone's day in the rainforest? What about that?
Don't know anything about it.
Have a good one.
CamNet, the Camcorder Network.
Watch this. Watch this back. Watch this. He's gonna come right over to me, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ooh, here he is. Look at this. Back. 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 Look at the mouth. Ellie, look at this fish. He's hungry. Ooh. Come on, sweetheart. Oh, I scratched his nose. Ooh. Back. Look at that one. Look at this one.
They're nice to touch.
Did you ever? I saw big ones like this one. We got off the boat. You want one?
Now this, you want to get your 50th anniversary T-shirt already? You can get it here 25 years in advance.
Yeah, but they'll say, what's that? What is that? Oh, there's the old
Yeah, it's the shuttle, man.
Shuttle.
That's where they're going to have the concert, up there somewhere on a satellite. The Saugerties Woodstock satellite. That's neat. How much are these shirts, please?
They're $12 unless they're that beefy tees.
That's a good price for somebody who's...
Well, but unless they're beefy tees, and then what are they?
13.
Oh, well, an extra $1 for a beefy tee.
Not bad. I mean, you can hardly buy a Woodstock T-shirt for less than $30.
Really? So these are all Herb shirts,
They're all
aren't
Herb's,
they?
yeah.
Yeah, all right, good for him.
Let's see that one.
This is neat, too. Look at that. But I'll tell you, the funniest one is that cat.
Yeah, that's right.
I only have 3 of those.
That's the funniest one. Does he have more of these? He must.
He didn't yesterday, but he probably will before too long.
Did you hear the Woodstock Festival drug joke?
No, but I heard there's going to be a drugstore there. What's the drug joke?
Psst, don't take the blue Prozac.
That won't stop them. They'll take that blue Prozac anyway. No, what I was saying before about the Woodstock spirit is that the Woodstock spirit comes from the heart and is really a state of mind. So nobody can own it. Saugerties can't own it. Woodstock can't own it. Nobody owns it.
But these people are doing a concert, and they
They're
say,
doing a
well,
concert.
we're doing it for the money this time. Is there anything wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with doing a concert for the money, but there's something wrong with them saying that they own Woodstock. They don't own Woodstock. They don't own the idea. They don't own the name. They don't own it. They should be happy they're being allowed to use it.
So for people who are watching who don't know how they're monopolizing the name, how have they manifested? Do you have time to talk here?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, they manifest that by having legal suits against a lot of local, entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
The same people whose support they needed before they got this whole idea accepted, and they got their support by telling people that there was going to be, their economic interests were going to be served, that they'd be able to make some money, they'd be able to have a good time, and then now that they got the approval, all of a sudden all the people whose support they wanted, now they don't want them to have anything to do with it. They want to squeeze every little dollar out for themselves.
Yeah.
They're going to make billions on cable cast.
Pay-per-view.
And
yeah.
pay-per-view. I mean, what do they need to... So they're going to be making a few $1,000s less.
Any of these shirts contraband?
Well, technically, Woodstock Ventures thinks they all are.
Yeah.
But in reality, none of them are.
CamNet, the Camcorder Network.
Even when it's parked, it's still home.
Where do you park it?
At my friend's house.
And so you have a little porta potty in there.
Bed. And it can be plugged in. Where I'm at, if they let me plug into their utilities, I don't have to even see them.
Do the kids like it?
They love it. I wouldn't be in, well, it cost me all my money that I had saved up because I worked for like 6 years, and then the company that I worked for changed hands and sold out. And so I didn't have a job. So, see?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a little auto potty. Here's the refrigerator, the sink.
Right, there's the potty.
The stove.
Wait, and this is the little sink. Uh-huh. Right.
Yeah, those are the parts to the car.
There's the refrigerator. Right.
There's auto potty.
Oh, and the auto potty.
And, I mean, it's plenty of room for them while they're small.
Now, do you sleep in here too? You all sleep together?
Yeah.
It's a family bed.
Yeah.
And so you lost your job?
Yeah, so, and I lost my big house. And going through that, I don't want to, if I can't fit it in my van, I don't need it. You know, that's just, I mean, nobody can even give me any furniture or anything because I've already gone through that. And so if I can't fit it in my van, we don't need it. And my whole philosophy is, you know, changed. You know, and we live better in a way now than we did before.
Because you're not into things?
Yeah,
into
I mean,
things.
so, I mean, the kids get to go play, you know, and they're still secure. I mean, this is still their home. And they're, you know, kids are born to be gypsies anyway. They love the gypsy life.
CamNet, the Camcorder Network.
I traveled all over France, you know, just as I did America. And I love France. And I love the French people. I love their way of living, you know. And you see, even if they didn't open their arms and embrace me and give me something to do, at least they let me be. And in America, you're not even left alone, if you understand, you know what I mean. You get pushed further and further down. You see, I was in such terrible condition here in America that I was panhandling on Broadway, New York, at night, waiting for the theater crowd to come out. And then I would go among them and then stop a guy and say, please, could you give me a dime, you know? Or I need a little something. Can you give me something? Sometimes I'd take my hat off and hold it out. You know that? And sometimes I'd come home with nothing in my hat or in my pocket. Nothing. I didn't make a goddamn cent. They could walk past me as if I were a stick of wood, do you know? And I was doing this for about 3 or 4 months. And the thing that cured me, I would have been a panhandler for life, was that one night, I'm coming back home. I got off in Brooklyn, near my home, and it's a slight drizzle. And I see a man coming along toward me with a top hat and an opera cape, do you know? And a cane, swaggering along. And I go up to him, and I give him the same story. And he never stops walking, but just opens his opera cape, puts his hands in his vest pockets, empties them of all the change, nickels, dimes, pennies, threw them in the gutter. The wet rain, you know, there's already a stream running. And I could have killed him, you know. He never noticed me, never said anything to me, as if I were nothing. But he did all that, you see. Then I went to the gutter, and it's already muddy, you know, and I washed the coins clean and put them in my pocket and go home. Then I swore never again will I ask any son of a bitch for help. You know, I was cured.
CamNet, the Camcorder Network.
What makes you sad?
Oh, that's a problem. Well, not if I don't get my way, that's for sure. If I don't get my way, I'm fine. If my brother beats me up, I get sad because I get hurt. And if my brother calls me names, I really get hurt. You know, like feeling. Well, that's basically it that makes me sad.
Does anything scare you?
No, not really. No, nothing. What about nightmares, Katie? I just wake up. I'm fine. She asked me about nightmares, so she probably couldn't hear.
If you could change anything about the world, what would you change?
I'd probably change some, like in Pennsylvania, I heard that you're not allowed to sing in your car or something. Ohio. If that's true, I want to change that, because in every state or country, you should be allowed to sing in your car. And in Ohio, you can only take a bath once a month. And I'm against that. I really am. So, that's basically it.
Do you want to grow? Do you want to be an adult?
No. No, I want to stay a kid.
Why?
I don't know, because then you get all these toys a lot. It's fun.
If you had your choice to do it over, would you rather be a boy or a girl?
Boy. Then I'd be a tough guy.
Think boys have it easier in life?
Little.
Why?
I don't know. That I don't know. I just think they do. I just know.
What do you think's the best age to be?
About 8.
It's praying over here. It's praying over here. Where will the leaves fall? Nobody knows. It's praying over here. It's praying over here. For the beast, oh my Lord, oh,
Thank you, Daisy.
Yeah.
That was marvelous. That's marvelous.
Not bad. It's supposed to be a shook a loose. See the growling coming through.
Yeah, they come through. They're coming through for you, baby.
CamNet, the Camcorder Network.
Cleaned attic, 30-plus years worth. Too much to list. Come see treasures. 591 Lockmore Place. So we're gonna go see if they've got any old Brady Bunch memorabilia, or Kennedy stuff, or golf stuff, or Mr. T stuff. Any Tony Lama cowboy boots, Levi jackets, old Hawaiian shirts with the coconut shell buttons. marbles. Wow, look at this. What is this, a real fur jacket?
Yeah.
From New York. Mr. Fox. No, IR Fox. Is it a fox, do you think?
Yeah.
Look at that. My mother used to have one of these that had the head on it with the little glass eyes. Remember those?
I remember those.
When I was a kid, I was just fascinated by that. She'd get all dressed up and put that thing over her shoulders and walk out, you know, and we were just like, my God, that's like fox's head, you know. Roller skates, old plates. How about this lamp? Woo! Man. Old sun lamp. Starfish.
Really?
Yeah.
Little angel. Always like angels. Oh, here's some art. We better check this out. Oh my God. Let me see there. Whew. What do we think of that? The rainbow. Who painted this? Your grandpa? Yeah? Well, how much would you want for something like that?
5?
Yeah. I might give you 3 for it. How about that?
Okay, we do 3.
3? Oh, it's got her name, Audrey E. Gage, age 73. Yeah, my grandma was a painter until she was about 90.
Wow.
She painted murals even. She was working on a mural when she was 90 and she had a stroke, and that was sort of the last thing. But even, you know, after she had her stroke and she was really kind of gone, she still fooled around. You know, she drew these funny little things on pieces of paper, you know, still just working away, yeah.
So funny.
Amazing, yeah. I think it's great. And how about this guy? Is he for sale?
Basically, what this is I am basically tuned into the world out there through internet. I mean, we've all heard about this super information highway and everything. The bottom line is it already exists. And the government, of course, isn't telling you that because, you know, they want even more funding and blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, all they're basically going to do is just improve upon it and make it better and better and better. So what we already have there is something called internet, which already exists. It goes out to about 30 million people in the world. And those people are university professors, college students, because they all have, like, free access, okay? Now, but the other half of the crowd are people like you and me, and people that work for companies and corporations and stuff like that. So basically, and every month there's about 2 to 3 million new people coming on the internet, all looking for like interesting stuff. So I mean, you can tap in internet and like log into like the Harvard University Law Library or something, or go into the Library of Congress, but you know that gets kind of boring after a while, so now you got to start looking for some interesting stuff. And so that's where I come in. I'm trying to put some interesting stuff up there. And what I've actually done is I've created like this little forum. It's called the Bazaar. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of a, I mean, I thought of it as like an online, you know, forum, or maybe even like a channel, or maybe even like a magazine or something like that. But it's a totally multimedia interactive magazine. And people out there on internet, whenever they just type bazaar.com, boom, they get this on their screen. And when they get that, they get this full thing here where you just kind of scroll up and down, and you see your little pictures and stuff like that. Every time you see a blue word, that kind of takes you someplace and into another area. And you can just, you know, you kind of look into that, and then you can point to other things that takes you back. And what I have on here right now is a couple record labels.
So what would we deliver to you in order to get onto Bazaar?
Just videotape of stuff or whatever. I mean,
And text?
And text. And
So we would write down what we want to get, what we want people to know, and then give them short clips
yeah,
as an example.
and the nice thing about it is you can actually interact with your crowd. I mean, you know, you can actually have people tuning in and say, you can put in your thing, please give us feedback. What do you want to see? You know, what do you like? What don't you like? Why don't you react to this?
CamNet, the Camcorder Network.
It is unbelievable.